Hello. The works I'm about to show to you all today inspire my own, while also attributing to a fascinating phenomenon found commonplace and niche in TV film throughout the mid-90s and early 2000s, the Teenage Bozo. The comic book collector, the dungeon master, the video gamer, the type of figure who uses children's media to fill some hole within themselves granted by social inadequacies or otherwise physical abnormalities.
Well, how could they get that wrong?
Is this you?
The two works I plan to show today aim to categorize the two extremes to this archetype, the romanticized and the cynical. Except for this first one.
Okay. Julie Ernie, who's it going to be? Nosy the nose man? What? Cowboy!
Howdy!
The bearded lady. How you doing? Sockhead. Hi!
Freaked is a comedy film directed by one of the guys from Bill and Ted and another man known only from this film and a few Butthole Surfers music videos. Alex Winter also stars in the film as a teen megastar who gets kidnapped and then hideously mutated by Randy Quaid to star in his Freak show. What stands out most about Freaked is its use of prosthetics, the likes of which I have yet to see outmatched, but more significant to the theme of this video, its title sequence. The title sequence was mainly created by one David Daniels, a pioneer in the form of stop-motion animation called strata-cutting, which involves forming a loaf of clay and slicing a piece off for each frame of animation. The sequence is paired with a punk rock song by the group Blind Idiot God, which shares the name of the film, Freaked. The tone this creates is unmatched. It describes the tortured existence of being a so-called freak, and yet implies pride over the title. Yes, I am a freak. What are you going to do about it?
Oh, well, if you stare at this poster for a few seconds, a hidden picture appears.
Can we do it, please? Please?
All right, go ahead. But hurry, the Easter Bunny's waiting.
Wow, it's a schooner.
You dumb bastard. It's not a schooner, it's a sailboat.
A schooner is a sailboat, stupid head.
You know what? There is no Easter Bunny! Over there, that's just a guy in a suit!
Kevin Smith's second film, Mallrats, follows two characters who hang out at a mall after getting dumped by their girlfriends. It's not very good, and it's mostly known for cameoing Stan Lee before it was cool. The reason I bring it up today is because of Jason Lee's character, Brody Bruce. Brody Bruce is the ideal, romanticized teenage bozo. He's thin, disheveled, yet still handsome. This excerpt is from the film, and I think it summarizes his character pretty well.
But they're engaged.
Doesn't matter, it can't happen.
Why not? It's bound to come up.
It's impossible. Lois could never have Superman's baby. Do you think her fallopian tubes could handle his sperm? I guarantee he blows a load like a shotgun right through her back. What about her womb? Do you think it's strong enough to carry his child?
Sure, why not?
He's an alien, for Christ's sake. His Kryptonian biological makeup is enhanced by Earth's yellow sun. If Lois gets a tan, the kid could kick right through her stomach. Only someone like Wonder Woman has a strong enough uterus to carry his kid. The only way he could bang regular chicks is with a kryptonite condom. That would kill him.
Brody is obsessed with comic books, and more importantly, he's a pervert. Once he's dumped by his girlfriend at the start of the film, his first instinct is to go to the comic store within the mall the film mostly takes place in. Even his name follows the standard alliterative superhero naming convention. Brody Bruce, Peter Parker, Lois Lane, Bruce Banner, the list goes on. And despite this childish obsession, he's able to win back his girlfriend, only after a heart-to-heart with the comic book legend that insists that girls are in fact more important than comic books.
Look, do yourself a favor, Brody. Don't wait, because all the money, all the women, even all the comic books in the world, they can't substitute for that one person.
I don't know, all the comics in the world?
Trust me, true believer.
Okay, guys, you know the rules. One question at a time, 30 seconds to answer, no hitting, no spitting, and no stupid crap like, what's Lucy Lawless's bra size?
But I knew that one.
As do all sad boys, Josh.
Welcome to Eltingville. We are the comic book band. Science fiction, horror, fantasy, and romance. Rated protectors, super collectors. The Eltingville Club. The Eltingville Club.
Welcome to Eltingville exists as a failed animated pilot that only ever aired once on Adult Swim. It follows 4 young men who embody all of the malignant aspects of the Teenage Bozo. The group is hell-bent on the destruction of not only their own lives, but the lives of each other in the hopes of further engrossing themselves in the world of children's media. The pilot is based on the greatest comic book of all time, The Eltingville Club, written by Evan Dorkin. Dorkin introduced the characters in a previous series as a way to pick fun at the more unappealing side of comic book readers, but they became popular enough to warrant their own series. The comic follows 4 high school-aged boys who make up the Eltingville comic book, science fiction, fantasy, horror, and role-playing club. The dialogue in the books, it's some of the best I've ever seen in the medium. I quote, "Fuck world," often. The art is dark and unapologetically ugly, while constantly calling back to the medium it berates. It portrays the culture as hyper-masculine and inherently anti-women, which isn't too far off from the reality. This is the only time a female character shows up in the books outside of one of the boys' hypersexualized fantasies, and we see them chased out of the male haven that is the comic book store. The series culminated in an epilogue issue that sees the 4 horrible boys grow into 3 horrible men and 1 pretty decent guy, as they all meet up at a comic book convention in the modern era. 3 of the boys grow into versions of themselves that see their worst qualities amplified tenfold, where the odd man out, Jerry, is able to secure the fabled cosplay girlfriend. The others see this as a betrayal due to their skewed perception of women. This single-handedly sees the end of the Eltingville Club. As far as the animated pilot goes, the themes remain mostly the same. It follows one story called Give Me the Head of Boba Fett, where Bill and Josh strain their friendship over a collectible Star Wars figurine. It was cancelled mainly for its niche humor, as this was only 2002, well before the current resurgence of comic book media in popular culture. I think the reason why I'm so enamored with this archetype is due to the fact that I relate very closely to it. I myself am a big comic book collector. I've always been interested in submerging myself deeper and deeper into the subculture. There's a certain confidence that comes with encyclopedic knowledge on something so trivial. It's very comforting. I never went out much when I was younger. That's a trend that has continued through my young adulthood. I surround myself with decorations better suited for a 12-year-old. This has not only helped me hold on to my youth, but has also served as a barrier, preventing me from experiencing the infamous fear of missing out. There's also a misplaced sense of superiority it provides, a defense mechanism, an inverse reaction from never getting invited to parties in high school. Now that the awkwardness and hierarchy of that social system has now shed itself from my current place in the world, I still find myself clinging to this self-imposed, shut-in, basement-dweller lifestyle. Yes, I am a freak. What are you going to do about it?